related violence. There will be virtual bloodshed. There will be some possible adult situations and content. So please, if you have a weak stomach and just don't like video games, please turn the channel, because there will be all of what I just said. Thank you for listening to that stupid little blurb. Now we will continue with our scheduled program.
It's not okay, and it's not okay. Hey, simpletons, they don't even know whenever I nip at them. They think I'm talking about some other miscreant.
This is Cody Leaf, Not Okay, opening things up for us with our intro music.
Yeah, they fucking simpletons. Who the fuck you think is listening? No one give a damn about that bullshit that you spit. You got your head split like World Star, bitch, catch this. Rewind now, bitch, test this. Come at me, no I won't miss. I got a lot of rage in these fists, and mine might make me tick. And you will see how it is when I'm not playing all bitch. Yeah, I got a lot of shit in this bag of tricks. Yeah, I'm a little bit feisty, so best come at me nice.
Huge show for you here tonight on Forged in Pain, Season 1, Episode 4, as Not Okay continues to play here in the background. Making a debut in Match 1 will be Brandon Wheeler. This guy is crazy, unorthodox style. I'm not exactly sure what to expect from this young man, but he will be taking on another fighter who will be making his debut here on Forged in Pain in Caleb Blair. This will be just a one-on-one match just to introduce these two gentlemen to you. So let's get right into the action.
They don't even know whenever I nip at them. They think I'm talking about some other mystery, because they blinded by this matrix that they live in there.
Again, Not Okay. This is Cody Lees coming here with our intro track. There will be other artists featured as well, possibly some Trey Jeter, some more Will King, some Eye for an Eye. There's no telling what I'm going to throw at you, because this is all live and raw, and I kind of run things as I see fit. So let's get into the action. Brandon Wheeler versus Caleb Blair, making their debut here on Forged in Pain. Now, there's not a whole lot that we know about these two men. Mysterious, as you can see, the face paint. We haven't had a lot of interview time with either of these men as of yet. We'll be looking to get some more stats out there for you guys. I've been told that this should be an exciting matchup. Both of these men have kind of unique personalities. Definitely both warriors in their own right. So they are supposed to fit right in here. Making their debut. I'm very excited. This Brandon Wheeler guy, kind of shades of Demon King look he's got going here. Caleb Blair, I know even less about this man. He's a talker, but he doesn't really, release a lot of his personal life about him. So we're looking to learn more about these gentlemen in the future. And here we go. Coming out first, this is Brandon Wheeler. As always, we are sponsored by Eye for an Eye, as you can see down at the bottom right of our screen. Coming in now will be Caleb Blair, his opponent, making his debut on Forged in Pain as well. No music so far for this gentleman. Not exactly sure if that's planned. Another very mysterious looking young man. Kind of shades of a Sting, maybe, is what comes to mind first, though a little more flashy. Future reference, we're gonna have to get this young man some entrance music. Two men shake hands. Some good sportsmanship for these two guys here, I guess. So much for the sportsmanship as he come up with a running enziguri from Wheeler to kick things off. Kick things off with a kick in the face. This is a pretty large man that has such athletic ability there as he comes up with that enziguri. Now continues laying the offense down. Springboard off the ropes. Once, twice. Oh, he gets tripped up. Kind of lands that snake eyes across the bottom ropes as Blair trips him up. Now he steps out to regain his composure. That quick little beginning onslaught from Wheeler had him slightly stunned. Now he's trying to gain himself, got himself a little bit of a breather there. Now he's coming in and trying to get some offense going. But Wheeler continues to punish. Setting him up for something. Jumps up, drop kicks him into the ropes. That double front drop kick sends him into the corner. Early pin. That's not going to do it. Blair kicks out of this one. Wheeler calling him up again. He could be ending this one early. Shot to the gut. He's got him up on his shoulders. Crucifix style. Crucifix, modified crucifix power bomb. So he just throws Blair. That was a hell of a quick match. Brandon Wheeler making an impact here. He puts Blair away with a quickness. I don't think there was more than a handful of moves in that match. Huge drop kick right here from the big man. Sends Blair sprawling into the corner. Brandon Wheeler, here's that move again. Up into a crucifix and just throws Blair. Looked like he was setting him up for a crucifix power bomb of some sort, kind of razor's edge, if you will, but instead he just tosses him like a ragdoll across the ring and just knocks the life out of this man. Very impressive. Just like that, match number 1 is done. We aren't even 10 minutes into our program, and we've already have one match down. Brandon Wheeler making his debut here tonight, and he just sets this place on fire, making quick work of Blair. Jesus Christ. I think that's the quickest match I've seen on Forged in Pain since we've started this promotion. Well, things are about to get a little more exciting as up next, we've got the Corporate Kings. That's Will King taking on his arch rival here, Trey Jeter, and the Bulletproof Empire. I've been hoping to finally see these two men get in the ring together, and even though it's not either of them that has the match, we very well may see some sparks fly, if you will, between these two men, because they both will be ringside for this one. I'm hoping to see a confrontation. You know, that's just who I am. That's why they hired me here. Forged in Pain is all about battling, and these two men have some real shit going here. If you've been following us, you saw the little tweet war that we had going on between these two men, showing some real disrespect. Basically started off after Will King had his concert at our last pay-per-view. Trey Jeter basically called him a sellout. He had some other choice words for him as well. If you follow back on the storyboard on the FIP website, but definitely go back and check some of that out leading up to this action. His Bulletproof Empire will come in here and do battle with the Bass Brothers here, the other two members of the Corporate Kings. But I don't know, I'm looking forward to seeing Will King and Jeter maybe square off here ringside. Both of these two men are definitely fiery. Sort of contrasting position in the music industry, as well as contrasting styles in the ring. So that could make for some damn fireworks here. Out first, coming the Corporate Empire. Corporate Empire coming out to one of Will King's tracks. This is The Glory from Will King. Check it out on SoundCloud. Will King opting to let one of his henchmen here lead the way down to the ring. I'm not quite sure if he trusts Trey Jeter at all, so he's letting, not sure if this is Brandon Bass come out first. Don't know a whole lot about these two young men that he has with him. Apparently they came up with him as his bodyguards and have been with him for quite some long time, but they are making their first appearance here on Forged in Pain. Will King always hamming it up on the second rope himself, striking that pose. And there they are. Now Now here comes Trey Jeter with the Bulletproof Empire making their way to the ring. Let's see how long these two men can be on opposing sides of this ring without making their way to a confrontation. So if you could, we've got a second camera set up outside the ring, hoping to kind of catch what's going on out there once in a while and keep an eye on Jeter and Will King. You know, fists could start flying at any moment with these two just huge egos. The other members of Bulletproof Empire that will be fighting here tonight will be Chris Jones, as you see with the sunglasses on and the t-shirt. Right now he will be flanking Jeter on the left, and Nick Peak is flanking him on the right. Peak and Jones will actually be the ones in this match tonight against the members of the corporate Kings. And here we go. Chris Jones starting things off here first. Early pin attempt. I didn't see that going very far. Looks like Jeter and King are opting to kind of look away and ignore each other, at least for the time being. As you can see, Will King in his nice tailored suit standing here in the corner of the Bass brothers there on the side of the King's Empire. Trey Jeter on the bottom right corner of your screen. Every once in a while you can see him flash down there. He is the leader of the Bulletproof Empire. You see now Chris Jones getting in the better of the big man here. Cuppy flashy elbows, stands him back up. King's got some words distracting Jones. I knew one of these two men on the outside would be getting involved, and it looks like King kind of had a few words to say, and Jones didn't take too kindly to it. Took his eye off the ball for a second, but didn't really result in much of a change of momentum here as Jones continues the offense. Have an inverted pile driver here. Bass brothers finally make a tag. Chris Jones offense. Oh shit, there's a springboard into a cross body. Chris Jones may have blown his wad, if you would, in the first part of the battle. And that might, here we go. He's got some offense left in him. King again, stirring things up from the side. Jones able to ignore it a little bit there, but that slight distraction could have cost him, as now the Bass brothers trying to string some offense together here. Jones able to get out of this one. Very skillful young man. Seems to be just relentless. I don't know if he's going to need Peak to come in the way things have been going so far. If I were in these Bass Brothers corner here, I'd be having them try to string together some quick tags that keep them fresh. Oh, there's a tag. Here comes Peak. He's all fired up. There's a clothesline. Another clothesline. 3 clotheslines. He's lighting them up. Nick Peak comes in here just on fire. Now he's having some stomps. He's got a choke locked in. Doesn't really have this very deep. He's sort of got his armpit across the forehead. It's kind of going to be just a wear down. He doesn't have that locked in at all. Just kind of wrenching the neck back. This is the powerhouse member of the Bulletproof Empire. Peak doesn't see the tag. The other Bass Brother comes in. Oh, but Peak avoids it. Looked like Bass Brother there was going to come in and charge him, but Peak is able to come up with a Luthez press, put him on his back before he could get any offense going. Both power members of the opposing teams here now in the ring squaring off. Should be some huge moves coming up here now. Hurricane from this big man. Kind of a surprise move seeing here. Seems to have very little effect. Shot to the gut. And he just throws him against the ropes. There's a pop-up powerbomb. Peak is laying in the middle of the mat. 1, 2. Kicks out. I thought for sure that he was done there after that vicious pop-up powerbomb. It's a smart thing. Whips him over into his own corner. Some tandem offense going here. Sets him up. He lifts him in. Throws him. An assisted cross body lands on Peak. The Corporate Kings seem to be stringing some offense together here. Finally, late in the match, Peak not giving in. Just a raw headbutt to the face puts him into the turnbuckle. What is the standing STF? It looks like he's got him in a. Is he going to tap him out with his standing STF? What the hell is that? I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that here. Some unique offense from this man, Peak. Looks like we're going to see it again. He's right back into it, trying to wear him down. Wrenching on that neck with that knee is just twisted. That's some awesome joint manipulation there. You can see he's hobbling around. That definitely took his toll. The smart thing, trying to put him in his own corner and cut the ring in half, get some of that tandem offense going here. King running his mouth again, has Peak sort of temporarily. I don't know if that was enough to get his mind off the match or not, but it definitely breaks things up, and Bass is able to make a tag here to his brother. And then Peak tags him on the chin with a foot. Doing the smart thing, keeping him on their half of the ring. That's got to be what Will King is over there advising him for. Oh, there's a Falcon Arrow. Huge power move. He's off the ropes and comes in with a clubbing double axe handle to the midsection. Now he's wrenching on that leg. Standing him back up. He's got him. No! Peak is able to block it and suplexes the big man. King distracting him again. Seems to give his guys just enough time to catch their breath. Doesn't seem to be having too much effect on the Bullet Empire, but King's definitely over there running his mouth. I wish I had a microphone down there to hear what King is saying. Someone just threw a chair. We have a chair laying in the middle of the ring. Not quite sure where that came from. I didn't see it on the camera. I was kind of watching the action. There's a 2 count. Kicks out of it. Now we have 3 members in here. 2 members of the Bulletproof Empire. Chris Jones gets the tag. The referee trying to clear the chair out of there. Jones setting him up for the finisher. He spins him around with that high knee to the face. Lights out. He is done. There it is. Bulletproof Empire victorious. Look back at some of that action here. I was looking forward to seeing Will King and Trey Jeter square off here at some point today, but no such luck. Exciting match nonetheless. Bulletproof Empire coming out on top. There he is, Trey Jeter, with his Bulletproof Empire standing victorious in the middle of the ring. Up and coming young rap star here. Had quite a bit to say about the hashtag corporate man, Will King, saying that he is all about the money, all about flying in jets, and not about the people, not about the music anymore. Interested to see where that rivalry goes. The Bulletproof Empire comes up with a huge win against the Corporate Kings. Up next, we have Colt Shields taking on some member of the Soul Sworn. It hasn't been released yet exactly which member it will be. Will we finally be seeing Gabriel take on Colt, or will it be one of the other members of the Soulsworn? Shit, I could even see Adura taking on Colt Shields. Adura being a monster here in the women's division. Most of her battles are on our alternate show, so you don't get to see a lot of her. It'll only be title defenses that you actually see on Forged in Pain live. But Adura just still undefeated in the women's division, still holding the title there. Tag team champions, the Soulsworn, that's Akane and Eli, hold our Blood Brothers tag team titles. Looking to see if maybe Gabriel can take a step forward and take another one of our titles for the Soulsworn, or maybe Colt can shut him up finally and stop this takeover, if you will, that Gabriel and his Soulsworn acolytes seem to be running roughshod through our roster and just taking all the titles for themselves. Whichever one of these Soulsworn come in here to fight Colt, and it's definitely going to be worth watching. And as always, the rest of the members are going to be ringside without question, at least one of them. They never really go anywhere or fight at all by themselves. That's part of the takeover, the strength in numbers, and that's for damn sure. And that could come into play here tonight for Colt. Things get much more heated. Colt's going to have to find himself some help. Akane and Eli have a little beef, it seems, going with the young upcoming tag team here who's made a huge splash, Havoc. That's Michael Blaze and Facade seem to be giving them a battle, and they've also had their fair share of bangs with Empire of Pain, those wily veterans. And here we are. Let's see which member of the Soulsworn will actually be coming to the ring to battle tonight. Haven't shown any of them yet. It's Gabriel. Gabriel coming to the ring. Oh, hold on. There's Eli, and there's Akane. I thought for sure Gabriel was out here by himself to take on Colt, but there's his other acolytes flanking him on the left and right. As you're looking in the screen, that's on Gabriel's left, Akane, and on his right is Eli. I had my hopes up there for a second. I saw Gabriel come out first. I thought for damn sure that it was going to finally be Gabriel locking horns with Colt Shields. But I still don't know which one of these men is actually going to be the one to battle, and Adora is nowhere to be seen yet. She's been known to come out from under the ring, bring weapons down from the crowd. Hell, she could even be in here to fight Colt. We said earlier that there's no limits to these men. 1-on-1, 2-on-2, women fighting men, they do whatever. And looks like we got our answer. It's Akane. Akane is in the ring to take on Colt. And here he comes, Colt Shields. So it'll be Colt taking on Akane here tonight. Colt Shields was distracted, ended up losing his hardcore championship last week to Killswitch Joe due to a distraction from Eli. Battle-tested Colt Shields. You can see scars on this man. The Bayou Badass. Grew up battling snakes and alligators and crocodiles and bears. Oh my. You name it, Colt Shields has fought it, beat it. Akane starting the offense here early. Colt battling back a little bit. This match, don't get too excited early on, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a back and forth match. Akane may be in the tag team division, but any member of these Soulsworn very capable out there on their own. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see, any of these Soulsworn members carrying a singles title at some point here in Forged in Pain either. The explosion as he gets busted up with a face plant there. Akane seems to do that quite a bit. He puts up a big move, and not wanting the match to end too quick, he always lets his opponent kind of catch some breath. As he does the Colt here. He actually enjoys taking this punishment, as well does Eli. That's why they, again, all the members in this ring, around this ring at this moment, perfect fit for our style at Forged. Oh, there's a huge boot. Colt size 16 right in the face of Akane here. Doesn't slow him down for very long. Doesn't seem like Akane feels pain like a normal man does. I don't think you're gonna see Akane tap out here. Yeah, that submission short-lived. Akane just powers out of that. Colt jumps right back into things as he delivers a spin-out power bomb here. Colt seems to be on top of his game tonight. Just keep your eye on the... There's Adora. I just saw a glimpse of Adora. She is out here now. She must have made her way down while the cameras were on the action. Keep an eye on her over on the left side. She's always interfering somehow, whether it's throwing in a weapon, causing a distraction. Huge club from Colt. Colt sizing him up. Akane sort of staggered. Here he comes. There's a spear. Huge spear from Colt Shields. I think it's still too early here to put him away, but definitely do some damage here on Akane. Little snapmare. Akane taking a second to catch his breath and pose. Get Colt up to a knee, slinging him into the turnbuckle. Colt's taken very little damage so far at this point in the match. Got him in that kind of modified Cobra clutch. He calls this his Gatorade. Oh, he's tapped. Did Akane just tap out? Did we just say Cold Shield just tapped Akane? He wrapped him up in that sort of camel clutch there, that Gator Wrangler. And Akane taps out. I don't think I've seen any member of this Soulsworn ever tap out. But Cold Shields, Akane had both hands going at one time, tapping both legs as shields. He wrangles him like he wrangles a frickin' alligator. Puts him away. Cold Shields victorious, taps out Akane. Jumps over the ropes there, yelling, "Who the fuck is next?" I wouldn't get too cocky of a smile there. The rest of the members of Soulsworn standing ringside. Now he's staring down Gabriel. Kind of a surprise twist of events there. Cold Shields actually dominating that match. Comes out on top and somehow manages to tap out Akane. Up next, we're going to have a 6-man tag match. This is Wolf Lair taking on Ellis Sky, Steve Jade. Should be a hell of a match. Whoever is in here watching, make sure you drop a quick tweet here on our message board and check in with us. Let us know who it is that's coming in here and checking things out. Or even mic up if you're on my friends. That's B551981. Friend me and jump in our chat. Go live on our broadcast.
Song with whistling.
My phone going off there in the background. Jason Rage here, who's actually in this match, seems to be tweeting us from the locker room before he comes out. Time for the rage of hate to overcome the Wolf Lair in Forged in Pain. Indeed. It's part of the upcoming new superstars here. All about the social media. All about tweeting. He's in the locker room right now getting ready to come out to do battle against Wolf Lair. And he's still taking the time to throw out a tweet here. Here's the music of the Wolf Lair. Led out by Blade Wyatt as always. Scott Toffick sporting the black beanie, black skull cap if you will. Niles McGregor with that General Guile type hairstyle. Toffick was a security guard, correction officer in the state prison that McGregor was an inmate in. I've covered their story a couple times on earlier episodes, but if you missed it, again, Scott Toffick being that CEO and McGregor being an inmate were involved in some sort of altercation, ending in these two men being the last men standing, one inmate, one CEO, and somehow through that they formed some sort of bond, and here they are tagging together. You know, once McGregor was released for his crimes, I don't have a list of exactly what he was being held for at this point, but started training together under the tutelage of Blade Wyatt, forming a very formidable tag team here in Forged in Pain. Here are their opponents. Here's Ellis Sky. You're very huge on this young man. He's got a ton of upside. Coming in here in the tag division early on, but he could very easily start taking over as being one of the top guys here in the future of Forged in Pain. He's got that much potential. We got Joe Rivers here, who's in the building as well, coming up here, fired off a tweet. Looks like he is responding to Rage. You can check that out on the Twitter feed. We always keep posted on the right side. Ellis Sky, here's one of his tag team partners, Stephen Jade. Steve Jade, more experienced than Ellis Sky. Definitely still one of the up-and-comers. He's new to Forged in Pain, but not new to the EFED scene. He's been very successful wherever he has been. Shout out to the UCW, IWA. Wolf Lair could have their hands full with these two young men coming in here. That's for damn sure. Their partner, Jason Rage, I know very little about. He's pretty new to the scene, teaming up with these guys. A little more experience. It's hard to say Ellis Sky more experienced than someone, but he's at least got a year or so under his belt. Joe Rivers, no, he hasn't arrived yet. He's actually still en route. I don't know if he's bringing on his way in a limo or how he's getting here today, but he hasn't arrived at the arena as of yet. We'll try to catch a glimpse of him in the camera outside, see if we can catch him coming in here in the parking lot. Huge title match against Lewis C tonight. See if he can keep his wits about him long enough to defend this title. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to tell Niles McGregor from Jason Rage if these two men get in a ring together. Look at the haircuts, very similar for these two men. UCW, ECCW checking in with us. Thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate you checking out the show. Let's get into some action. This is Scott Toffick in the ring with Ellis Sky. Oh, he comes up with a huge Falcon Arrow early on. High impact offense to kick things off right away, followed by just a vicious stomp across the face. It's not going to phase Toffick for very long. Tough man here. Part of the CO SWAT team for years in the state prison. He's seen his share of battles, that's for damn sure. Again, UCW checking in with us earlier. They were a huge reason, Mr. Prada and Lewis, Zet if you would, as well as Ricky Armstrong. All three of these men that have just checked in with us were a huge part of the upstart of Forged in Pain, getting us kicked off early in our career, showing us the way, if you will. So we owe a lot to those guys. Our sponsors, I4&I, our creative team, Eric Willie, Lee Jones, Armstrong Empire definitely has rising. You helped us kick things off, that's for damn sure. I appreciate everything that you guys have done for us. The gentlemen at UCW, gentlemen at IWA, kicking off our career here early on in the EFED scene, helping to set up the likes of ECCW Gore. Hell yeah, that's where our surplus Marines are over there thriving at the moment. The early days, the very beginning, if you will, of the surplus Marines who kind of helped to form Forged in Pain. They were what we sort of based things off. Their early days, very beginning, started off in UCW and IWA as hired guns when they were still running with the Royal Army. They were nothing more than thugs, but these men, Zet and the general manager from IWA, they gave the surplus Marines a shot at being more than just hired thugs, and they've been able to make a pretty decent career out of it. And then, while they were out doing their disaster relief down in Texas and then Florida, and later over in Puerto Rico, they've sent a lot of money over to help get us started. And portion of every ticket for Forged in Pain also goes to the disaster relief. That's the Surplus Marines Foundation. So you guys, Ricky Armstrong, Zet, James Seal, you were all a huge part in getting this kicked off and turning us into what we are today and what we will be in the future. Hold on a second. I just got a tweet. It's been confirmed. Joe Rivers has arrived. He's all fired up, and he's actually out looking for Lewis C. I haven't heard if Lewis is in the building yet, but it was just confirmed that Joe Rivers is here. Just got a shot of him walking backstage with that title thrown over his shoulder. Looks like he's got a sweatsuit on, but he's got the title thrown over his shoulder. Forged in Pain Battleborn title that he'll be defending today. That's why the surplus Marines are not here in Forged in Pain making an appearance at all this week. Looks like they are in IWF. Everywhere they battle, they take portion of their salary, and it also goes to their disaster relief foundation. So their surplus Marines are all over the place. We're graced with their presence every now and then, but here, because they're such a huge sponsor of us, they have us focus most of our match time on other teams. Ellis Sky and Scott Toffick continue this high-powered offense here in the ring. Toffick tossed over into the corner. He's got to get out of that corner real quick with Steve Jade and Jason Rage. He doesn't want to be in that corner at all. Huge elbow across the bridge of the nose of Sky. Ellis Sky, one of the better looking young men here in Forged in Pain, in this sort of brute roster that we have put together. But he definitely could be looking the part of one of our members here pretty soon if Scott Toffick has his way. After that huge elbow across the bridge of the nose, he's lighting him up with some left hands. It's a right, another right. Guess he doesn't like the pretty face of Ellis Sky. What up, Vegas Videos? Thanks for checking in. Vega Videos, let me know who you are on my friends page if you are on Facebook. Nice, send me your link there, Vega. I'll have to check it out. You like and sub on my page, and I will do the same for you. There's some double T move. Toffick throws him up. McGregor catches him on his shoulder and then pounds Sky into the ground. That's some of that very cohesive tandem offense that the Wolf's Lair has been known for. Could we see Blade Wyatt in here in a minute? So far it's been McGregor and Toffick getting the offense going. They've sort of kept Ellis Sky in the ring most of the time here, sort of wearing Sky down. This young man definitely has a huge upside, but I don't know how much punishment he's going to be able to take. This Wolf Lair, just that pack mentality. Oh, he split Sky open. So much for Ellis Sky and his pretty face. Now that the damage is done, here comes the big man, Blade Wyatt, giving some instruction to Scott Toffick there on the outside. Big man, Blade Wyatt coming in here now. I don't know if Ellis Sky is ready for what Blade Wyatt brings to the table. Just a vicious, relentless power. As you can see, a faraway slam into a sort of cradle pin real quick. Wyatt's got Sky up for a choke slam. I don't know how much more punishment this young man is going to be able to withstand, as now he's got Blade Wyatt in there pounding him down. He's not giving in though, trying to fight back. Plants Wyatt on his face. Instead of making a tag, he's going back after it. I don't know if this is a smart move here. No, maybe so. He whips Blade into his corner. No, so much for that. I thought Sky was going to get out of that and be able to put some tandem offense together and make a tag. But no, it's the Wolf Lair continuing with that pack mentality. McGregor throws that shoulder, and here comes Wyatt with that leaping uppercut with a shoulder block. At the same time, Sky is just being pounded on here. Bleeding all over our mat. I mean, that's no surprise. This mat never very clean at the end of the day. So far we're having the Wolf Lair is just devouring Ellis Sky. Right back into the Wolf Lair corner. Sky battling out. Let's see if he can run over and make a tag real quick. He's got to get out of here. Otherwise this one's going to be over here real soon. Niles McGregor got him up, manipulating those joints on that arm. Vega, if you are still here, friend me or at least drop your link to your YouTube channel, and I will get over there and give you a like and a sub as well when I get a chance after I put out this show. I appreciate you checking in and watching our show. I love seeing the fans on here. I love seeing people interact. And check us out at our Forged in Pain group page. Catch up to the stories that are going on right now. Watch some previous episodes in our Forged in Pain playlist. We are missing one as Sky still cannot make a tag. Tofik now back in, keeping him planted. Sky's got to do something. He's got to get out of this ring, make a tag to one of his fresh men. Both of his teammates in the other corner still haven't even been in yet. Wolf Lair just keeping him sort of pinned on their side of the ring here. This could be the break he's looking for, but no, Tofik again fights out of it, not able to get any offense going over here in his own corner. Ellis Sky usually has tons of spring in his legs. He's just been worn down, and here's some more tandem offense from the Wolf's Lair, just knocking the wind out of him with that double. Here's a tag. Ellis Sky dives for it. Here comes Jason Rage. This is a battle of the porcupine hair here. Jason Rage getting some offense going. He's got Niles McGregor's leg wrapped up here. McGregor fights out of that. Swings and misses, and looks like Rage will continue to pound on McGregor. A little back and forth action. Two relatively fresh men in here now. This is Jason Rage's debut on our show. I think we had Steve and Jade early on, one of our first few episodes. But Jason Rage in his debut, very cocky young man, sending tweets out. I guess he was standing at the top of the ramp when he sent his first tweet out to us here. We got a battle of the porcupines going on right now. We're at Hedgehog versus the porcupine. Niles McGregor looks like he's gaining control back for the Wolf's Lair. This Wolf's Lair, well-oiled machine. There's that same move. This time it's McGregor tossing him up for Tofik. Tofik hits the power slam. There's Steve Jade, just seeing him for the first time. Breaks up that tag. McGregor's got him in a chokehold and then a Russian leg sweep there. I'm not sure who the legal man is at this point. All right, looks like, yeah, okay, it's Scott Tofik is the legal man. Once again, Jason Rage in the corner. That hair kind of looks more like a weapon than a hairstyle as he hits him with that porcupine head drop. I don't think this is going to put Jason Rage away. He's caught up in the ropes. I'm expecting the ref to break it up. He's kind of looked like Rage was tied up in the ropes there. That should have been a rope break early on. I don't know why the ref let that maneuver go on for so long. You see that well-oiled machine going here as yet another tag. Again, Tofik sends him back into the corner. Two members of the Wolf Lair both in the ring here against Rage. Rage trying to get him away from the Wolf Lair corner, bring him to his own world. Now we got both Tofik and McGregor both in the ring here. Tofik's got him up on his shoulder, rams him into that turnbuckle, and then slams him down. That whole time, Tofik wasn't even a legal man. Quick tag, and Ellis Sky back in here. He's fired up, bleeding all over the ring. Clothesline, heel kick. Another heel kick. Apparently that blood loss has got to his head as he's fucking fired up here, delivering a series of kicks to Niles McGregor. Spinning heel kick, lays him flat. Wolf Lair not letting the ref have their count there. Now we got 4 members in the ring right now. 4 members in the ring. This could be an all-out battle now. Ellis Sky yanking on the head of McGregor as we have Scott Tofik up top, kind of pounding down Stephen Jade. All hell is broken loose. Ref not even trying to separate anyone here. There he goes, trying to get things in order. So we're left with Ellis Sky and Niles McGregor. Apparently are the 2 legal men here. It's hard to follow the tags. There have been so many of them come from the Wolf Lair. I don't know what Ellis Sky has left. He's just been punished this match. I don't know what Wolf Lair's problem is with this young man, but they are just destroying him here tonight. I mean, he's got the heart of a lion. He continues to fight back, but I don't know what more he can do. Coming up with some elbows. Spinning back elbow. Comes off the ropes. There's that little neck drop. You can see he's got a lot taken out of him. And oh shit, here comes the big man. Once again, Ellis dodges that, but a huge boot knocks him back to the ground. The athletic ability from the big man. Heel kick after heel kick. Sky is down. Where is Stephen Jade? I see Jason Rage on the corner here, but where is Stephen Jade? Up there he is. He apparently took a tumble on the outside. Huge elbow drop by Blade Wyatt. Another one just pounding on the chest of Ellis Sky. Again, instead of going for a quick tag, Sky tries to battle and to no avail here as Blade Wyatt just tosses him back into the Wolf Lair corner. Wyatt's got him up on the top ropes for an avalanche suplex. That has got to be it. Blade Wyatt urging Sky to his feet. He's got him up in the air. He is done. Tombstone pile driver. This is it. End of the match right here, folks. Wolf Lair gonna have the win here. Jason Rage breaking that up, but if Sky doesn't make a tag, this one is over. I don't even know if Sky knows where he is. I don't know if Sky is even going to be able to make it over to his own corner. They got a pile of them going together. Blade Wyatt shoulder blocking both members here over and over again. This monster Blade Wyatt just pounding both tag members together into the damn corner. Niles McGregor making sure Rage is out of this one on the outside, continues to pound on Rage. The referee not watching what's going on, but we can see it from here. Niles McGregor is just laying waste to Rage on the back. Oh, Rage looks like he's finally trying to get something going. Blade Wyatt calling for it again. Sky staggers to his feet. He's got him up. This could be another tombstone. There it is, the second tombstone pile driver. Ellis Sky. I don't know, we should start this match. Sky is done. Blade Wyatt gets rid of Stephen Jade. Sky is still out of it. Blade Wyatt just stalking. Taking a moment to stand up there. Ellis Sky crawling, but none of his teammates are here. The other members of the Wolf Lair have laid waste to his teammates. Sky trying to fight back. Nothing as Wyatt drives him back down with that huge clothesline. Blade could have put him away at any moment, but he just, for some reason, he has it out for this kid. So he continues just to manhandle and destroy Ellis Sky. Going for a tag. Ellis Sky finally gets out of there. Here comes Stephen Jade, a fresh set of legs. Brief offensive. Wyatt just tosses him over the ropes. That was short-lived. We had some promise here, but Blade Wyatt showing why he's one of the top dogs here in Forged in Pain. Just this is out here now on the side where Blade Wyatt is the most comfortable, as he is just unleashing havoc on Stephen Jade. Ellis Sky, you can see there on the right side, he is in a daze. He has no idea where he is. Got message that Louis C. is in the building now. Flew in from Canada. There are very few members that have exclusive contracts here with Forged in Pain. Men just come from all over just to battle. That's what we're about. You come to Forged in Pain, you're just here to hurt people, to battle. Rivers and Louis C. continuing to go at it. Little Twitter war going on here. Both men seem to be riled up for their fight, but I don't know if our crowd's going to be able to handle much more excitement after this one finally ends. I don't know if this is very smart. Ellis Sky back in here against Blade Wyatt. Somehow Ellis Sky, enough power or strength left in him to get Blade Wyatt up and plant him on his face. Too little too late. Blade Wyatt has hardly taken any damage at this point. Stephen Jade coming back in here. I don't know which of these three men. There you go. They finally have the freshest guy in there. This is the right guy to be in at this point. Jason Rage has been in the least of these men. As he comes up, huge elbow opening up the forehead of Blade Wyatt. I don't know if we've seen Blade Wyatt bleed since he's come to Forged in Pain. That sharp digging elbow of Jason Rage opens him up. That could be a game changer right here as he tosses Blade Wyatt over that rope. They don't really want him out on the ground with these guys, but they're trying to use some of his own tactics apparently and put some offense together using this steel-plated ground here. We've got the steel-plating ring side. Looks like Lewis C. rooting for Ellis Sky and his team here. Lewis C. definitely no love lost for Blade Wyatt. They've had some hellacious battles across the EFED scene. Ellis Sky with that huge curb stomp. Or Jason Rage, rather. There it is. After the punishment these men took, Jason Rage comes in with a huge curb stomp, putting out Blade Wyatt. Ladies and gentlemen, I for once, I don't even know what to say. That was all Wolf Lair. That whole match. The team dubbed themselves as the Awesome Ones, coming up here with some last-minute late offense, able to just somehow withstand the onslaught, just the punishment, that pack mentality of the Wolf Lair, and come up with a win. I don't even know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. There's no way these men here in the ring should have won that match. There's just no way. Huge, very timely offense near the end of that one. Just opened it back up for him as they upset the Wolf Lair. Stand by, folks. We got word that we may actually be having Tiffany speaking out for the first time since this whole triangle, if you will, came into play between Joe Rivers, herself, and Bobby Wade. We have yet to have an interview with her, but I just heard that she may be making her way to the ringside here for us. Very interested to hear what she's got to say. Sure enough, here she is. Tiffany Rivers making her way to the ring. finally speaking out. You've seen Bobby Wade fight. We've heard and felt the impact that this has had on Joe Rivers, but let's see what Tiffany has to say.
Joe, you and I have been together through thick and thin, but it's been me carrying us, me helping you get all these titles. You're on your way out the door, everybody knows it, but I refuse to end my career just because yours is coming to an end. I'm going to be here for a lot longer than you, Joe. So what I've done is solidified my spot at the top of Forged in Pain. I will do nothing less but represent the top guy. And Bobby Wade is that. Bobby Wade is younger. He's bigger, stronger. And like I said, he is on top right now. With me by his side, he will continue to dominate the Forged in Pain roster. As long as I am by his side, he will wear that Forged in Pain Supreme Championship belt around his waist. This isn't personal, Joe. You and me, we aren't through. Still go home to you every night, if I choose to. This is all business, and I refuse to let my career end with yours.
Well, that was short and sweet. Tiffany finally speaking out. There have been rumors that Joe Rivers' career may be coming to an end, but it sounded right there like Tiffany agrees. Was she just... Could that be an official, unofficial retirement announcement for Joe Rivers? Now, he's been around the business for a long time, but Tiffany may have just let us all know that it is coming to an end. She's looking to move on and stay on top of things here. Apparently that's why she came out with Bobby Wade and has been running with him. Wanted to stay on top of things here. Bobby Wade, the Supreme Champion. Kind of a surprise. I don't know how I feel about this situation. It's hard to keep professional and personal things separated here for couples. This could weigh heavy on the head of Joe Rivers and his future. Tiffany kind of looking out for her own career. I can't blame her 100%. She wants to stay on top. She is younger. She's always been representing Joe. Now he's been one of the top guys everywhere he's gone, and now it sounds like he may be on his way out the door. Tiffany refusing to go out with him and wants to kind of remain the top of her career. And she's doing so here at Forged in Pain by siding with Bobby Wade. I don't know, maybe those words that she had to say might strike deep later on tonight in the main event. Joe Rivers has to defend his title against Lewis C. Let's see how Tiffany's words, how they affect Rivers here. Now, we've got our hardcore champion, Killswitch Joe, taking on this man, Tommy Wolf. Here comes Tommy. This man is unpredictable, comes at you from every angle. There's no telling what he's going to come up with for an offense. He seems to change it day in, day out. Either of these men could be a perfect fit to be our hardcore champion.
Killswitch continues in this stage of his career to do whatever it takes to be on top, and Tommy Wolf, the younger man, kind of newer to the scene, same kind of mentality. His offense is a little crazier. Killswitch is always that in-your-face, kind of relentless, non-stop, just doing whatever it can do to hurt your body. Tommy been known to have those strikes, kind of Aleister Black type of offense. And here comes the notorious Killswitch Joe, hardcore champion who defeated Colt Shields. Who the fuck let the dog in the arena? Must be one of our security dogs kind of going crazy just outside. We keep a bunch of security dogs and drug dogs on hand. One of them sounds like she doesn't like what she sees. Crowd loving Killswitch Joe as always. For being a heel, this man has always had a huge following. Here we go. Tommy Wolf versus Killswitch Joe. Looks like Wolf will make the first impact here. This man has come up with suplexes, DDTs, and now a springboard sort of lion salt. Like I said, there's no telling what Tommy Wolf is going to do for offense. One of the most capable members of our roster. This man can come out of nowhere. Killswitch right up his alley. Coming out to grab some sort of weapon from under the ring. Comes up with a kendo stick. Tommy having no part of that as he knocks it out of Joe's hand real quick. That kendo stick still sitting here in the ring. Will definitely come into play at some point here today. Extreme Rules match. No countouts, no DQ. Weapons will come into play with these two men. Killswitch, even in regular one-on-one matches, has been known to sneak a weapon in and utilize it. Springboard here for Killswitch. We don't see a whole lot of that leaping ability by Joe, but definitely showing that he's capable here, even his aging status. There's been rumors that Killswitch won't have very much longer left in his career, but he definitely still seems to have enough to keep going. Oh, Jesus, he opens Tommy Wolf up early on. Comes up with a boot to the face. LC wants to do an interview before the match. It looks like mic up. Louis C wants to do an interview. He better hurry up and get on here quick.
Because that match, Killswitch just took out Tommy Wolf in short order. Tommy is opened up. We just saw Killswitch offering a hand to somebody. Tommy Wolf smacking it away. Killswitch Joe showing a sign of respect for Tommy despite just laying waste to him here. We are trying to get Louis C. on the mic. Looks like he's coming up to our booth before the match. Let's see what Louis has to say. Trying to get Louis on the mic here. Quick interview before he comes out to the arena.
Oh, can you guys
Louis
hear me?
C., do we have you on the mic?
Is it working? Can you guys hear me?
I'm hearing you, Louis.
Alright, I gotta tell you something. I'm happy to be here. Thank you again, guys. I'm ready.
Louis,
here.
you are always welcome. A huge opportunity here, Forged in Pain, to take on some more gold. You hold, what is it, 3 titles across the different E-Feds you've got currently?
Right now, I got the tag titles for both for GCW and SPW. But you know what? Let's focus right here tonight, because tonight Mr. Joe Rivers been talking a lot of smack, and I'm gonna put him in his place with only one move, the capital C, and I'm gonna let him know who is the best in the game is right now, and that's the C Show.
Looks like Rivers has a little tweet back
Rivers,
at you here. Fuck you,
let him
Louis.
talk,
You see what he's saying
See?
here?
Look at that, look at that, look at the language. Look at the language, come on. I know this is maybe an R-rated show, but I don't need to talk like that, because I'm the man and he wants to beat me. He may hold the title, but it doesn't make him the man.
You may have an
Remember
advantage here with everything that's going on between him, Tiffany, and Bobby Wade. Are you going to try to take advantage of that somehow here tonight, or do you think that doesn't need to be a factor?
That's not a factor. Honestly, him and his girl problems. Yo, if he can't control his girl, how he's gonna control the title? How he's gonna? Come on, man. He's got a lot on his mind. Remember, you better focus, Joe. You better focus in the match, because if you make a mistake, it's done. A capital C, a C shot, and I promise I'm gonna hit a swanton on you tonight. That's a promise.
Oh, Louis, thank you for checking in. Sounds like you've got to get ready to head down, enter in this thing. Your music is queuing up. I appreciate you checking in with us and look forward to hearing from you more in the future. Jump in anytime you want. And Joe, I'd love to have you on here on the mic as well at some point. This could be a rivalry for the future.
I'm running out there now.
Here he goes. Lewis C., ladies and gentlemen. Live interview with us here at Forged in Pain. Lewis C. heading down now to the arena. This is for the Forged in Pain Battleborn title. And for you that are new to our federation, a Battleborn title is the equivalent of the WWE Intercontinental Championship. And here's the challenger, Lewis C. He's being accompanied tonight by Toni Storm, one of our up-and-coming young female wrestlers who was introduced to the world in the Mae Young Classic. We just had Lewis on the mic here with us. He's ready for this battle. Here's an opportunity to carry more gold, take over that Battleborn top spot here. Joe Rivers definitely could potentially not have his head in the game here. And that's going to be a huge mistake, taking on someone like Lewis C. Confident as always, borderline cocky if you would. This man's been in the game a long time. He's carried the torch. He is ready to hold this title as much as anyone. Lewis looking fired up as always, ready to go. Just another shout out to our sponsor, Eye4Eye, as you see in the bottom right of our screen. As the champion, Joe Rivers, coming in here now. Tiffany Rivers just announcing that Joe's career may be coming to an end. I'd like to check more on that here, but that may be the cause of this breakup, if you will. This triangle is... Look at the eyes of Joe Rivers, ladies and gentlemen. For a man that being told he's coming to the end of his career, staring down Lewis C., the challenger. The look in the eyes here that he just had, that doesn't appear to be a man broken. To me, he seems focused. He seems ready. He seems angry. He seems far from being done. Looking fired up and as good a shape as always. Ready to take on Lewis C. Joe Rivers looks good with that belt around his waist. I haven't seen this attire on Joe Rivers yet since he's been here. This is Curb Stomp King attire is what I'm told. Kind of something new that he's taken on here. There's a good look at it. Joe Rivers tagged on that Forged in Pain Battleborn Championship.
Things are about to get fucking lit up here in this place. Crowd goes pretty quiet. Lewis C., Joe Rivers staring down across the ring from each other one more time again. We've seen these men face off time and time again, and they've put on a hell of a show wherever they've gone. For this Battleborn Championship should be no different. I've been following these two men throughout their whole careers. No love lost. This is going to be an exciting one. Lewis C. wanting to hold that title around his waist. Either of these two men could just as easily be holding that Supreme Championship that Bobby Wade has. Locking up early on. Front face lock there from Lewis C. Delivers a quick knee strike. Back fist by Joe Rivers, and then eats the top of the head of Lewis C. Comes up with that sort of spinning neck breaker. Lewis C. trying to gain an advantage early on, see if he can put this one away. Still back and forth, no men able to... There's a huge tornado DDT. That could turn the momentum real quick. Champion stomping on the lower back of Lewis, trying to weaken the base here. Good strategy, as always, from Joe Rivers. Lewis, one of his quick suplexes that he's known for. Suplexes, DDTs. Seen this man in a match, just seen a DDT after DDT after DDT of different styles. If you think Roderick Strong is a master of the backbreaker, then Lewis C. is a master of the DDT. Comes springing off the ropes. Rivers comes back and catches him with a Hurricanrana DDT of his own. We just got done talking about how Lewis C. is the master of the DDT. Well, Joe Rivers comes up with an impressive sort of springing Hurricanrana DDT of his own. The rage of the champion now firing back. Trying to take the advantage here. Challenger shot to the gut. Tosses him over that top rope. Rivers fighting back. Springs off the top rope with a flying forearm. Lewis trying to roll out of the ring after that. That one's got him dazed. Now standing up on the apron. Rivers showing off a little bit. Not very smart when you're fighting Lewis C. Now Rivers on the apron. He's got Lewis C. kind of coming to his feet down on that steel-plated floor around the ring. Comes up with a flying Meteora. That flying double knee knocks him back down. Thought for sure Rivers was going to pull some offense together here now after that, but didn't seem to really do a whole lot of damage to Lewis. He must not have caught him with both knees fully on that one. Lewis definitely fired up. He springs back up after delivering that suplex down onto that steel plate floor. Follow the count. It looks like we're up to about 6 right now. 7. They got to get back in the ring. The first count out again just in a restart, ends in a restart here where title match isn't forged in pain, but still we don't want to see. Oh, Lewis C. is opened up. That last elbow just opened up Lewis. Blood pouring into his eyes. That could definitely turn the tide here. That impedes the vision. That blood trickling into the eyes like that, if they don't get it stopped. If you've ever watched a boxing match, once that blood starts pouring in your eye, you can't see where the shots are coming from very well. Very impressive maneuver here by Joe Rivers into a bridge pin. Again, for someone that says he's kind of at the end of his career, pulling off some very athletic maneuvers. Offense looking good from Joe Rivers tonight. Pulling off some move. Oh, he comes up with a flatliner. Just stalking him now. Head already split open. That could put Lewis C out. For as early on in the match as we are, both men taking their shots. The champion seems to have the advantage here now as he lays a spinning heel kick. Lewis is down. Caught him right on the button. I don't know how he kicked out after that one. A spinning heel kick from Rivers. We're going to have to go back and watch that one later. But that heel kick landing right on the temple of the challenger. Instead of taking a breather, Lewis is right back at it. This man does not know when to quit. He's got one speed, and that's go. There's a 2 count. 3. That match didn't last nearly as long as I was expecting. Joe Rivers comes in here. That heel kick had to be what put him away. There was just no returning. As you can see, Lewis C staggering. That spinning heel kick just decimating him, knocking his head right off. Just lights out. Lewis is down for the count. Never recover. I was slow on the reaction to that one. I wasn't expecting it to be put away so early, as Joe Rivers just unleashing yet again. Huge power bomb into a pin for the 3 count. Joe Rivers retaining his title here. Knowing Rivers, knowing Lewis C, he's going to be throwing up his rematch clause real quick. Could be even as early as very next episode. For now, Joe Rivers retaining his title. That rage that he has seems to be just emitting match after match, keeping him in it, as he is just running his way through every opponent that comes in contact with him, whether it's backstage or here now. Lewis C, who we had on earlier, you've got to go check on Lewis after that spinning heel kick he caught right to the temple. Could be a severe concussion. As you can see, once he had that power bomb thrown on him, he didn't move at all. He didn't even try to make an effort to kick out of the pin. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for checking in. Come on to our page. Make sure you check out what the past episodes that have led up to this. Catch up with us if you haven't already. Huge matches as we had Brandon Wheeler and Caleb Blair both making their debut here in match 1. Check them out. Had a huge match with Bulletproof Empire taking on the Corporate Kings here. That's Will King's crew. Then we had Akane as the mystery man coming in to take on Colt Shields. Colt was able to actually tap out Akane with his version of the camel clutch. That's the crocodile wrangle that he had there slapped on Akane. Jason Rage, Ellis Sky, and Steven Jade come from behind with a huge upset of Wolf's Lair. Actually able to put away Blade Wyatt himself for the count. Tiffany Rivers came out earlier. She had a lot to say, possibly announcing the future retirement of Joe Rivers and explaining why she
stepped in and actually moved over and is now on the side of Bobby Wade. Then we had Killswitch Joe defend his title. He made short work of Tommy Wolf. And then ending it, Joe Rivers defending his title, retaining his title, still the Battleborn champion. That's it, folks. Thank you for checking in, everybody. All our special guests. Thank you for Louis C. coming down here. I hope you well after catching that spinning heel kick. That's been known to dislodge the orbital bone, especially as much force as Joe Rivers caught that one with. Again, thank you. Hope to see you all next episode. Check into our page, Forged in Pain Battleground, Forged in Pain Battleground on Facebook group, and look up Devil Dog. Friend me on Facebook. Have a good night, everybody.